More on politics. Electoral body publishes 110 party applications, vows transparency, ahead of Anambra FCT polls. As Nigeria heads into crucial off-cycle elections in the Federal Capital Territory and Anambra State, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has published 110 fresh requests for political party registration, reinforcing its commitment to transparency and fairness. The Commission's chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, made this known during the second quarterly consultative meeting with media executives and civil society groups in Abuja. He assured that every application would be processed in line with the law, electoral guidelines, and without political bias.
At the opening of a closed-door session in INEC headquarters, Abuja, the Commission says it has also uploaded the list of all accessions, including their proposed names, acronyms, addresses, and interim leadership to its website, inviting public scrutiny to enhance accountability in the registration process. This move comes as INEC intensifies preparations for the Anambra governorship election slated for November 8, 2025, and the FCT area council elections. Professor Yakubu confirmed that party primaries must conclude by June 30 and called on the media and CSOs to apply early for accreditation and monetary roles. To deepen transparency, INEC released the 2022 Handbook on Political Party Regulations on its digital platforms, reaffirming its openness and engagement with stakeholders.
As I informed media organizations at our consultative meeting earlier today, the status of the letters of intent received from associations seeking registration as new political parties is clearly one of the topical issues in the country today. There are partisan insinuations in some quarters that the Commission is equivocating on the matter in a manner that compromises our independence. Nothing can be further from the truth. Nigerians may recall that the same unfounded accusation was made in 2013 when, under similar circumstances, the INEC was accused of not being keen on the merger of political parties because, according to them, INEC at that time had merged with the ruling party. For the record, the present commission registered the largest number of political parties in Nigeria, strictly following the provision of the electoral legal framework. For the 2019 general election, there were 9 political parties and 73 presidential candidates. The commission was criticized in some quarters for registering too many political parties. At the election, the commission also deregistered over 70 political parties as provided by law. We wish to reassure Nigerians that under the current situation, we will continue to operate strictly by the provisions of the law and in fairness to all associations seeking registration as political parties. We will treat all requests fairly. Nigerians will be fully briefed of the actions taken by the Commission every step of the way.
Responding, representative of the civil society, Engineer Faith Nwadishi, and President of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Hassan Yahya, applauded the Commission's proactive steps, but urged broader stakeholder inclusion in the continuous voter registration CVR exercise. They also called on the National Assembly to expedite electoral reforms ahead of the 2027 general elections.
That we're talking about Anambra and FCT election is because consistently we have seen that election dates are given a year ahead of time. And right now, Nigerians can actually sit down and compute election dates, even the next 3-4 cycles of election. That's something that we can commend the Commission about. Also, sir, we acknowledge the fact that a lot of work has gone on, CVR is going on, voter education should actually be going on. We ask that civil society organizations be integrated into that plan of voter education. because we have a lot of civil society organizations that are working in those communities, in those wards, that could actually help to assist the commission to carry out proper education on their rights and electoral processes that will help to improve or address the issues around voter apathy. Also, sir, we on the application for election observers, we noticed that there is usually a very short period of time that is given to election observers, especially civil society organizations, to register. Can we have about the same length of time that you give to political parties and maybe the media in this application, so that more civil society organizations and it would also give the commission the time to evaluate the people who are registering, so that issues around tags not being properly addressed, tags going to the wrong places, you have enough time from the commission to do that. We want to thank also the commission in looking at the reforms that you have sent to the National Assembly. Even though you have not mentioned it in your speech, we are following up on those reforms, and we hope that in that advocacy to the National Assembly, we could actually be carried along.
No doubt media play a vital role in promoting free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria. Its functions goes beyond just reporting events. Media shapes public discourse and fostering transparency and strengthening democratic participation. I would like to commend INEC for prioritizing issues of safety of journalists pre, during, and even after the election. We hope to see this in the forthcoming election in Anambra State. On behalf of all practicing journalists, as well as civil society organizations, we thank you most sincerely for this opportunity. And it is our hope and prayer as journalists will work together towards bringing sanity into the system.
INEC, meanwhile, maintains its resolve to ensure credible polls and restore public trust in Nigeria's electoral system. Vincent Okushi, QTV News.